Oh, what's wrong, little Timmy? Sad because you can't cast magic like all the cooler kids? Wipe those tears, little Timmy. There's no need to be a sappy little bitch because you're not just a stank puss baby who can't fight for themselves. You're a stank puss baby who's got a magical sugar daddy to take care of you so you can pretend you know magic to fit in with the popular kids like... And... Just remember to smile, keep your back straight, tighten those buttocks, and when in doubt, cast that one spell you always like. Smell ditch fast, well bitch gassed, fuck it. Warlocks are basically the fake gamers of the Forgotten Realms casters. Give it up, losers. You may think you're a real gamer because you've played Barbie's Horse Adventure Riding Camp, but have you played the first 3 games in the franchise? I didn't think so. The class is perfect for anyone who wants to pretend they're playing a caster, because although you have the average variety when it comes to the spells you can cast, the amount of times you can actually cast those bigger and badder spells are absolute shit. Your spellcasting ability is charisma like every other goddamn caster in this game, and you don't get a different amount of spell slots for each level of spell, rather you get a maximum of 4 spell slots and that's it. And a few extra ones, but nobody cares about those. So using Jedi Force powers to paralyze a chromatic dragon tires you out just as much as summoning an unseen servant to clean up the goblin dookie off of the tavern floor. The reason warlocks are such fake-ass casty bitches is because their power is borrowed by making a pact with a patron from another plane of existence, like New Zealand, and then having to do their bidding if you want to make sure to keep that magic all snugly tucked in your pants so you don't lose it, or worse, so that it doesn't suddenly explode over all your party members all because you forgot to pay this week's arcane rent. And what sort of payment your patron requires can be anything from wrestling at least 2 sharks a week to making a sacrificial offering of gummy bears to unclogging your patron's sink every time they have their demon friends over and the Casmi had a little bit too much halfling blood to drink. Speaking of patrons, you have the choice of being bossed around by the literal devil who just made you their favorite person so they're gonna be your mom for a little bit, Skeletor who just graduated med school, fairies who do quote-unquote social experiments and post them online for everyone to see, not really gods but they act, talk, and fart like gods so you're basically a cleric slash paladin now, literally Cthulhu, or if you're not lame, your patron can be a goddamn magically possessed sentient sword and shield that yells fuck when you swing it. I am not joking. Now although warlocks are only as good at casting spells as succubi are at keeping their significant other alive, their gimmick comes from the fact that they have more customization options than Barbie Horse Adventure Wild Horse Rescue, the superior horse adventure game. Not only do you have a special weapon, magical book, or familiar to represent your deal with the devil, but you also have invocations that you can use to mix and match all sorts of things, like being able to talk with animals without having to cast a spell, going straight up invisible whenever you want, and about 12 billion options for customizing everyone's favorite cantrip, Bell, Witch, Trash, Shell, Hitch, Spoof, Elderic, whatever, that spell's fucking stupid anyway, and I didn't even want it. And now you know how to play Warlock, you're welcome.